I have been meaning to talk about Mark Golding's chopping up of the Jamaican language for a while now. And surprising enough, only two people on the tour told us that they feel offended by how he talks and how he treats the Jamaican language. And only one person gave us permission for us to record her while she was opining on a number of things, particularly the road that she lives in and the representation that she doesn't get from Mr. Chin. I think Robert is his first name, and so that's up in South Manchester. And she spoke very candidly about what she feels about his language, and I'm going to share that audio with you at the end of the video, at the end of what I have to say about it. It will not. There, I believe there is a method to why Mark Golding have been sticking with talking the Jamaican language and chopping it up and degrading it the way he has been doing it. I have now come to a conclusion that there is a method to it, and I have come also to a conclusion as to the reason why he's doing it, and I think it plays a part in his larger strategy in how we want to bring down Jamaica and take Jamaica backwards to where him think it should be. We did not know that there are Jamaicans who felt the same way about us. I thought it was just me alone who think that, and maybe a few other people. But there are Jamaicans who clearly have some views on this. So at the end of the video, I'm going to play this. It's an audio video for you with the voter expressing their frustration at Mark Golding's use of our language. Hi everyone, Karen Cecilia here. I don't know if anybody should take so long to get over the flu, but I have good days and bad days, and it is very, very disconcerting and making me miserable. Because one minute you feel good, the next minute you don't. One minute you're fine and your nose start running the next minute. I mean, I'm deadly serious. You walk around the stairs, you're fine. You come back up the stairs, your nose are run. And the snuffiness start coming again. So I don't even know what to do. I try everything, but I mean, I try a few things, but it's still nagging me a little bit. All right, so please remember to like the video and send me a pithy comment. I would really like to hear from people about how they think about how Mark Golding treat our language. And that is one of the most unusual things that came out of our tour. The lady's name is Miss Daphne, not call her a comrade, and her decision to opine on the Englishman use of the Jamaican language. I think I now have a clear idea as to why he does it. I am going to discuss it on next Tuesday's live if I'm up to scratch. But Mark Golding's conscious decisions to always degrade Jamaica, both with his use of our language and his constant ranting about us whenever he is on foreign soil. It appears to me that he relished, the idea of being in a foreign country and get the opportunity to just beat down Jamaica and say some things that just make us look bad. And I don't know about you, I don't know about anybody else, but it always leaves this terrible feeling at the pit of my stomach when I hear how him talk and the things that he says and how him organize the protests them against Jamaica. Those things that really hurt me to the core. And so his latest outburst in Connecticut is not accidental. And I told you already, him not melting down. He's very conscious of what he's doing. It's probably the most coherent and sanest thing that I've ever heard him said, because this was basically him bearing his soul and telling you exactly what him feel and how him feel and him being upset about something, and this is his comfort zone, to go into a foreign country and just talk some things that don't make us look good. And I still wonder how, whatever the polls say, how many Jamaicans look at him favorable, and I wonder what is wrong with our Jamaican people. Like, we don't see what this white man, this Englishman doing, and like nobody not paying attention to it. But I'm going to bust it out, I just pray to the good Lord that I'm going to feel much, much better in the next 2 weeks or so. I'm going to bust it up, man. I'm going to tell you the entire thing as to why him doing these things and who backing him up to do these things. I'm going to. I used to wonder why he has this affinity to do these things that he does when he goes abroad. And I've come to a conclusion as to why he does it. Why he is extremely comfortable in thrashing Jamaica and foreign soil. Now, I want to tell you, it is a part of his mission, to reshape our country in an old colonial image and to put us back in our place, to remind us that we are not them, to remind us that we get too uppity, I realize that his promotion of our language is an insult to our intelligence. It's not like Carolyn Cooper, who's thinking as a Jamaican woman that we should teach patois in the university and teach patois to our children, which I personally believe is a backward move. I don't think we should teach our children patois. I think our children are born with patois, they're born with them language. But to suggest that we teach them it just seems like a backward colonialistic view to me. And Mark, in his own promotion of the Jamaican language, is an insult to our intelligence, and it suggests that we should not be speaking proper English. Do you get that? I think it suggests that we are not good enough to say, how are you? We should stick to Wagwan and we are do. And we should not practice the universal language of English. And that is how it comes across to me. And I think it's a concerted effort by Mark Golding and some people who are financing, some white people who are financing some white Jamaicans whose heritage and whose antecedents is mired in the British colonial empire. And I think them reach a stage where them want back certain things, that we have taken from them, because our country has grown, We have all kind of things going on for us, And in the ghetto, our children, them speaking English, and behaving properly and talking good. And I think the white people, them scared. I think them worried about it. I think they are worried about it because our black children, them traveling and speaking English and speaking Spanish, and I think that they are worried about it. It is not him. When him go abroad and say, well, I have to talk with Jamaican language and people love with Jamaican language, that is not him promoting the uniqueness, right? And the international attraction to our colorful accent and language. No, that is not it. That's not it at all. Not at all. His is a deliberate attempt to undermine our special and our genuine place in the world and how the world look upon us. And when the world look upon us, it now look upon them. It now look upon him and Matalan and Bignell and McConnell. The world look upon us. They look upon Bolt. They look upon cricketers. They look upon scientists. They look upon teachers. They look at nurses. They look at us as we are, raw and naked as we are Jamaican. And that's a metaphor when I say naked. So every time him do that is a deliberate attempt to undermine our special and our unique place in the world culture, in that chamber of the world culture, the food, the music, the language, the clothes, the attitude, all of that is not him promoting it, it's him undermining it. And that I don't want you to see it, Jamaica. I want you all to see it. He wants to remind us that we were slaves and we have gotten uppity. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I could talk with Jamaican language, Everybody want to talk with Jamaican language and him there do it. Knowing him know that him doing it is not strange to anybody, and him know that him doing it, the world is not going to look upon him and say him undermining or demeaning our language. But that is what he's doing. You don't have to see it, Don't take my word for it, but you don't have to see it. You don't have to think about this. This is a strategy on his part, representing the new Backramasa them, who he is who them financing him to be the head of the country, to give them back master status. And every time that he does something like that, every time he opens his mouth, it is a constant beatdown. Constant beatdown of Jamaica. Constant beatdown of our country. Look at Mia Motley. When she speaks, you hear the Bayesian accent in what she says, but she speaks absolutely perfect English. Perfect English with her Bayesian accent. Michael Manley spoke perfect English with his Jamaican accent. So did Peter Phillips and Portia and PG. I mean, and Norman. What you hear his voice and so many things. They spoke perfect English with them Jamaican accent constantly. It's like a connotation to everything that they say, but they speak in English. But you hear the Jamaican accent in them, so you know. And when he talk about the elites supporting the government, I don't know. I think he probably inadvertently disclosed to us the basic foundation of this quest of his to hand over Jamaica to those very elites who him talking about, the ones who are financing his political operation. So I think that when he said that, it was him always have a way of busting out things without nobody ask him. Him just go on and on and on and continue to talk until we just know that he must say. In other words, when he says it, he was projecting, because he is firmly in bed with the Matalans, the McConnells, the Bigners, the Stewart, the Jardines, all of them who I am going to talk about these things, and I'm going to talk about these people in coming lives. I promise you, because there is an undercurrent that is building with Mark Golding at the head of it, that these people have put him in charge of it, and is an undercurrent to continue to undermine our Jamaicanness and to make us stay black and to make us stay poor and to make us stay, well, them can't make us stay dunce again, because we're surpassing them now. Those things bother them. Those things bothering them. Them don't like how we just get like black uppity niggers. That is what them think we are. Black, uppity. And them don't want us to be uppity anymore. So this is him telling us what his intentions are. And we have always known that this is who he is. And it still baffles me. I tell you, it baffles me to the core as to why Jamaican people, a good percentage of you, still support this man. It's like you can't see nothing except the orange color and party and we want to win. It's like you're not thinking and looking deep beneath what this man represents and what he's trying to do. And the most disconcerting thing about your support for him, to me, the most disconcerting thing is that him not hiding. Him don't think him need to hide. Him not hiding. Him not coming out and say, I love Jamaica and I love you all, and show it. Him not hide him and show him disdain. Him show it every time him open him mouth, and he does it on foreign soil. And sometimes he does it here too. When him do the dance, when him on stage with microphone, I talk about, yeah man, and I and we and Ray and and the elites and stuff. He's showing us who he is, and it's like we're not paying attention, and so make us over here so look like we're fighting some kind of battle against him that does not exist. Because sometimes that's how I feel, and I feel that way because I can't get it. But as Mark Twain says, it's easy to lie to people and them accept it, but it's hard to convince them that they are being lied to. It's hard to convince that they are being lied to. And you all are being lied to by this man, Mark Jefferson Golding. It's like when you refuse, when you close your eyes to see who and what this man is. And when this is over, so the only way to back him up, you're going to pay a price for it, It's not going to go away as long as I breathe. It's not going to go away because it's like you don't get it. It's like you don't get it that there's something sinister and dangerous about Mark Golden. Him behave like an idiot, him do the funny things, him always look away, him look handicapped, and no disrespect to handicapped people, but him do these things as part of him cover. And those are who we hug him up and I love him up because of look of power that you have and look of power that you want to keep. I want not seeing the danger to Jamaica and the danger to our communities and the danger to our children and the danger to our people. Una just not seeing it. Una refuse to look deep and see what this man represents. Una see the surface of things. Una see we fighting to maintain Jamaica as a two-party democratic system that works. Yes, it's not perfect. It never ever was. It probably never will be perfect. But that's a two-party system that works for us and works for the people. I know that this sinister plot that is going on between Mark Golden and a group of white people in Jamaica is also designed to make sure that, you see, the first thing that ticked them off is the fact that Mr. Oldest decided to start actually do something for black people and do something for poor people and do something for people whose name don't end with Matalan and Azan and McConnell and Bignell. And Mr. Oldest finally decided that he's going to do something for the people of this country from which he sprung, of which he's a part of. And he spent the better part of 7-8 years giving these men everything they want. But it never started with him. It never started with him. And I'm going to go through it for you. I promise you to tell you that it never started with Andrew Oldest. It started way before him. Where black men of this country just undo over the country to these elite 1% white men in this country and give them total and full control of everything in this country and how they disregard us. And as soon as our children get them good education and them start doing great things and look at things start happening for poor people and people getting a house and a road a fix and one man have 4 cars and a man have him farm and him hire some people. As soon as something start looking good for black people, somebody like Mark Golden come along and then put him in power to uproot it all. I'm not seeing it. That's the part that bothers me. I'm not seeing it. And I need for you to start looking at it and pay attention to it. So I'm going to play this recording of Miss Daphne talking about how offended she is about how this man uses the Jamaican language. So please take a listen. Please remember to like the video and send me a comment. All right? Thank you for listening to me rant. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody, please. And please keep the children safe.
But today was a good day. I left my yard a little after 7. I'm going to reach here 10 to 10. We're supposed to be here by 10. We get here 10 to 10. And Parry, as we come out the car, Parry start walk. Trust me. And when I wait till 10 o'clock, we just lick it and we've been going ever since. And even when you take a stock in Jamaica, our language, the Jamaican language, don't have no status in our society. But it's rated all over the world. People want to learn our language. Foreigner want to learn our language. Foreigner want to learn our language.
How he became leader is a good way to become leader?
No.
You don't agree with how he become leader?
No, because the way, listen to me, the way how him talk is not for Jamaica people, as what I say. And he tried to carry down Jamaica people. You understand?
By the way him talk?
By the way how him talk.
And pretend like him talk Jamaican?
Right. And what he's trying to do is try to tell the people that he's a Jamaican. That's what he did.
And it don't work.
And he's not a Jamaican. His poor parents and me was living in Jamaica, but
they're not Jamaican.
them is not Jamaican. So we go with the Jamaican people.
Yeah.
because we are Jamaican.
So how him talk offend you?
Yes, I
Oh.
don't like the way how him talk.
Him fi just talk normal like a normal Englishman.
Right. Talk to the people them or whatsoever it may be.
Yeah.
But he's not there. All right.